Matt Norman, the Skiff Broker, here in Oak Hill, Florida, in February 2026, presenting a 2001 Hells Bay Boatworks Guide 18 model. She is powered by an original, or just about original, a 2003 Mercury 90 horsepower two-stroke, and sitting on a galvanized Ram-Lin custom guide trailer. This boat is, I believe, original owner. I'm still waiting on some incoming details, but had the opportunity to get photos and capture while I'm over here. We've staged the boat at the skiff shop in Oak Hill, so pretty easy to view if you're on the east coast of Florida. We can coordinate a showing by appointment, but going to walk you through in detail on this boat. There are some wear items, but overall, when you consider the 2001 era, it is, and without any type of restoration work really, it is in great shape overall. So definitely, and it should be priced attractively. But yeah, so it is an all, I believe it's an all cream, maybe an eggshell white. It is not Fighting Lady yellow. I'm almost certain of that, because this boat has been garaged most of its life, and it really does look to be about the same color on the hull as the top side, maybe just in the shade down there. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe there's been some fading, but anyhow, let's go ahead and start here at the bow. One nice major update has been in 2021. This trolling motor was installed. It's a Minn Kota iPilot, the Power Drive series. So it's a 70-pound thrust on a quick release mount, deck plug right here, and the two batteries are in the forward hatch, also 2021 stamped. The guide model, if you're familiar with it, came out, I believe, in 99 model year, and very quickly Hells Bay decided to add these bolt-on spray rails that eventually got incorporated into the mold on other models, but on the guide it stayed like that. So that's what's traditional, and this spray rail just gives you a little bit of extra spray guard. Looks to be in good shape on both. Also highlighting here, it is a fixed trailer tongue length. I will have the measurements in the description, so check on if it will fit your garage if you have a tight garage space. So one of the larger, more wear items, but definitely fixable and manageable, and something that we can have the skiff shop already quoted out pretty easily, is some keel rash here, just over time. That's one of the lower spots in the boat, some deeper scratches down there, but that's pretty much the extent of it. Further back, it really cleans up, and I got under the drain plug area, and there's not a bunch of rash throughout. So really just probably from some moistures and some bottom rubbing over time. So moving back behind the trolling motor, you'll see fly line tow rails. So kind of the black accents really pair nicely, with the rub rail, the mustache spray rail, as I like to call it, and then the toe kick right here. So this is just designed to help keep fly line in the boat. This owner was a pretty much primarily a fly fisherman. Also is going to let you know if you're getting closer to the edge to not walk over. And then these guys right here for fly line management too. So they'll help hook onto fly line and keep it from falling down under the boat, getting caught under the current and messing up a second cast. Casting platform conveys. You have a bolt removable turnbuckle option, and you have the option to mount this on the hatch where it is or forward. There's a chance that it might interfere with the trolling motor in the forward position, or the gentleman wanted to stay further back away from the trolling motor while he's fly fishing, maybe you know, as he's using the trolling motor, and that's going to be very convenient to have it in either location. It's a center console setup. I'm going to go ahead and climb in here. This is the HPC 5 console, very popular on the guide. You will see some newer ones with the larger console that came out later with the Marquesa, but this console is a little bit smaller footprint and is going to give you a little more walking space on either side. But the guide, you know, it's spacious. It's 79 inches wide, I think. I can double check that, but you know, it was named guide because it was designed to hold 3 anglers and a guide. So a total of Coast Guard rated for 4 on this boat, and it will do that very well. And it will not be really tippy, and because it's got no dead rise, it will float insanely shallow. So got a lot of deck surface area, and then a voluminous hatch storage here too. So fuel tank is right here. Pan down there in a second. There's your fuel dipstick. Just have a moonlight hatch spring, and here's where your trolling motor batteries are. There is a shelf that these are mounted on. Onboard charger also looks to be newer, that 2021 era. And here's the tank. So the tank is more of the newer style tank. I did not see a label on here, but I am not positive if it is original or not, but it is up on the shelf. Generally, the tanks that will be more problematic at this era are the ones that hug the V of the boat, and this one is tabbed up on the shelf. But there is some wear items, some bubbling in the coating, and then again, definitely some surface dirt and a little bit of all grip paint flaking there. Could definitely use a detailed deep clean. But again, original non-skid. It wasn't super aggressive in 2001, but you know, it is not bald in any places or anything like that. It just has that kind of light sand pattern. At some point, the C-deck undergunnel carpet was replaced with C-deck, and it's black. Here is the an older power plug for the trolling motor that's no longer being used. So maybe at one point there was an older trolling motor on here. He changed the deck plug from all the way back there where you'd have a cord all the way up to the front where you don't have a cord. 3 forward rod tubes per side for a total of 6. Which probably you could even double up your rods in the tubes. No aft-facing rod tubes on this setup. So built-in seat right here, and I do want to note that there is some repair work needed right there, or some little bit of damage. You know, not a ton of material in here, and somebody can easily sometimes, you know, yank and abuse it over time. It is functional right now, but that material has just ripped out. Got some cleaning supplies in here, but this is a plumbed, or at least at one point was plumbed as a release well. I need to confirm if that plumbing still exists and verify the pumps work and everything. But as you can see here, a lot of times we see this tub stop right here, and this is just a really insulated cooler. But here it is. It runs all the way back, and again, I don't think this gentleman used it a whole lot. He's got that plugged in there. But the plumbing might still be, it could definitely be replumbed. The plumbing is in, you know, was in place. So if a pump was removed or is capped off or no longer working, I do see a live well pump back there. All right, so let's stay on track here. Nice rope wrapped Edson steering wheel. Original Mercury binnacle. Mercury tack, voltmeter, water pressure gauge. At some point there was a GPS here, maybe a Raymarine, a RAM mount for something. I do not believe a GPS conveys at this time. Key switch, a couple switches here, trim tabs, currently only operating in the up position. Could be as easy as a relay or bad switch. Could be an actuator. We can dive into that with the skiff shop. I need to confirm if there is a aft cushion that conveys or not. There definitely was one at one point. We have the twist locks for it, and here is your drainage on the cockpit right here. It is not a self-bailing cockpit. It does drain through those holes into the bilge area where it would get excavated. So this is, again, the non-O'Bannon, I believe, called the Isle guide, or it's kind of the original guide deck mold. So the O'Bannon guide had a center live well and 2 hatches on either side, like you see today. If you were to build one, this is, maybe they call it the whip ray guide. I don't know, I'd have to dive into that, but this was the original deck layout. So one big storage hatch like the original whip ray. I think it was actually maybe called the whip ray guide or guide whip ray. So very voluminous storage right here. This is where the house starting battery is. It's a 2025 stamp, so a newer battery. Where it normally would go here, and there would be an access hatch here. But since that release well is plumbed, the battery is shifted back here, and don't worry, there's still tons of storage back here. So these gutters, all this plumbing right here is all for these for draining this hatch. So, and then it tees up there, you know, a little bit of spaghetti, but that is just how it was designed originally. Later down the road, Hell's Bay changed it to have a center mount drain that went straight back, and then this hatch gutter actually connected back there through some channels to the back bilge area. So a little improvement over time, but this still does work. And again, there is still tons of storage volume in here. And again, per the time of the era, just a hatch pull bolt right here. So no even twist latch or anything to deal with. So keeping it simple. So these right here are just storage. I believe some customers have plumbed these over the years. They are just kind of squared off tubs, if you will. So they wouldn't do great as a live well, but they would do well probably as a, you know, with a bubbler in there for shrimp and crabs. It'd be perfect for that. These hatch gutters, yeah, these hatch gutters just drain straight overboard. So these gutters do not go into the bilge, which is nice. If you do get a little wave over here, it's pretty much just going to evacuate right out. And then drain plugs in the bottom, so you got to make sure to plug those drains, those plugs, or plug those drain holes with plugs if you want to, you know, not have water just flow in here once you're on launched. So here's a shot of the pulling platform. Got some sea deck on the top here, a little weathered, but still present. And this is that classic guide platform that slants back a little bit. Pretty nice 2-step up to the top here, so it really makes it easy for you to get in and out. And the engine, actually, when it fully trims up, it actually trims up. As you can see here, it'll trim up into this area. So what's cool about that is, again, when this thing's trimmed up, the engine is really almost tucked under you. So when you are push pulling, the chances of you making contact and making a bunch of noise by accidentally hitting the prop or the lower unit is slim to none. So that is a cool setup, with this platform being a little further back. Push-pull conveys. There is a cover that came in one of the hatches that I would assume conveys. It's nothing fancy, but could add a little layer of protection for you. And I need to confirm engine hours. I think I might have forgot to mention that. I think we can assume low hours. Let me get out of here. I think we can assume low hours, but but I'll try and get a more accurate estimate before I misspeak. So anyhow, 2001 Hells Bay Guide here in Oak Hill, Florida, 92-stroke Merc. I was told that it was run pretty recently. It's not been sitting for years and years and years. Galvanized Ram-Lin trailer. Boat's located here in Oak Hill, Florida. I'm Matt Norman, the Skiff Broker. Please reach out with any questions.